The United States has witnessed multiple nightmares in 2021, with everything from the US Capitol riot to a catastrophic response to the COVID-19 pandemic, and from the debacle in Afghanistan to surging gun violence across the country. According to Johns Hopkins University, the total number of COVID-19 cases in the United States topped 64.8 million on Saturday.
We have seen that the US right now has the highest numbers of deaths and infections, and it is number one in terms of actually those negative aspects, infections and deaths. The problem is that they politicized the issue of fighting corona pandemic.
The US economy faces more uncertainty looming large over the global recovery in 2022, as the Omicron-fueled pandemic has reflected the country's vulnerability. According to the American Bankers Association's Economic Advisory Committee, US economic growth is expected to slow from an inflation-adjusted 5.5% in 2021 to 3.3% in 2022. The vulnerability of the US economy was also fully exposed when its consumer price index jumped 7% last year, the fastest pace since 1982, according to the country's Labor Department. Gun violence is another instance of the US government's failure. In 2021, a total of 44,750 people died from gun crimes in the United States.
Gun violence, number one cause of premature death in the United States. Gun violence cost over $280 billion in healthcare societal costs every year.
The botched pullout of the US military in Afghanistan in 2021 is fresh proof of how the United States is inciting chaos in the name of protecting world peace and stability. The Afghan economy after the Taliban's takeover of power has suffered from the US freezing of over $9 billion in assets belonging to the Afghan Central Bank, as well as a halt in funds by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund.
I think the US has a very important role to play because most of the financial system in the world operates in dollars, and obviously there is a meaningful volume of funds that are frozen in the United States and in several other countries in the world. But the way to apply them in a way that is not diverted but really serves the interests of the Afghan people is something in which we are working hard to make sure that all the necessary guarantees are provided.
With a notorious record of provoking conflicts and hindering cooperation, the United States, looking ahead, poses one of the gravest threats to world peace and stability in 2022.